नाड़ी शोधन करें। Time has three dimensions: the past, present, and future. This we all know. So does the truth. What was truth yesterday is not truth today. And today's truth is not there for tomorrow. We're all sitting here now. This is truth for now. You can't say this tomorrow when you're in the plane or in the train. At the time you are not sitting in this hall. You're elsewhere. Tomorrow's truth is different. Today's truth is different. Yesterday's truth was different. Three dimensions in time, three dimensions in truth, and three dimensions in our consciousness, the waking, dreaming, and sleeping. What is now in the waking state is not there in the sleeping state. And the same is not in the dream. Isn't it? But what is the cream in all these states? What is that you look for in everything? If you analyze your whole past, what is that you wanted in your past? Only one thing. It's love. You call your past pleasant if there is love. If you feel the past is worth remembering if there has been love in it. Lovely moments are not easily forgotten. In fact, many times present problem comes from past lovely moments. The lovely moments, good moments keep coming into your mind and destroys the present. All your cravings are for love. So the essence of the past is love. And what do you want now in the present? Suppose you have everything and there is no love. Would you like to live? What sort of life that is? Life like a dry stick, show off, simply walk around showing off. You know why you show off even? Because you want attention. What is attention? A subtle form of wanting love. If someone gives you just attention and don't love you, get angry at you, hate you, would you like such an attention? Because you think attention can bring love. So you do all the show off, or do anything. So all your activity in the present moment is aimed at love. And that is the cream, that is what you want. So is your future. All your plans of the future surrounds one central form. When am I going to have such profound love, experience of oneness with the divine? Completeness. Love is that which makes you complete, and at the same time which is not complete. Because love is infinity. Whatever is infinity does not end. So that which doesn't end is not complete. That is Radha and Krishna. Radha is that longing. Longing makes love incomplete. And longing makes love complete. So Narada says in the next sutra, Tri Satyasya Bhaktireva Gariyasi Bhaktireva. Among the truth in three dimensions, Love alone is supreme. Love alone is supreme. What good is any achievement if there is no love in life? If you can't feel one with everybody around you, you can't feel one with this creation, what good that life is? Just eating, sleeping, dreaming, thinking you are somebody finished. One day you'll kick the bucket you don't even know. Is that what life is? What is the juice, purpose, aim, everything in life? This love alone is supreme. The river of life seeking the ocean of existence, that is love. Life moves towards love. And life is born out of love. You are not born out of sin, you are born out of love. Your source is love, and your goal is also love. And the path is also love. The three dimensions, the source, the goal, and the path. And what do you need to be on the path? Knowledge, action, and devotion. And all this is love. Love, isn't it? Love is not just an emotion, it is our very existence. It's our very nature. Hmm? Love is not just a feeling, oh my dear, can't live without you, don't go anywhere. This is not love. It is emotional outbursts. Love is our very nature. And by nature you are great. Even the word to say something is great is just to make you feel better. Because to say great, you need to comparison. Something must be not so great. But love is the one without the second. There is no comparison to say something is great. You know? You see what I'm saying? To say something is important, you should have something that is not important. So that which is not important makes something important, something else important. So to have something important, what is important? To have something which is unimportant. Unimportant it becomes important. To make anything important. Though divine love is only one, it manifests in 11 different types. Like when you go to an ice cream parlor, the same ice cream, but so many different kinds are available for you. Vanilla flavor, strawberry, whatever. Though love is only one, it manifests in 11 different types. Narada explains what are those 11 different kinds of love. Guna Mahatmya Sakti, first type of expression of divine love, is singing the glory, praising the qualities, talking about the wonderful qualities of the divine. Just remembering the quality itself is uplifting. When you praise the Lord, when you praise God, you are not praising to make Him happy. This you do to politicians, businessmen, other people. If you want to get some work done, you praise them. Especially if you want to get a work done from a fool, you praise him. He will do the job for you. Praising is done so that it elevates you. If you remember the qualities of the divine, those qualities get awakened within you. You are not just praising somebody, flattering God by singing glory of God. The divine needs no flattering. The divine needs no flattering. But when you sing the glory, when you talk about the nice qualities of the beloved, of the divine, that enriches you. Praising elevates you. Guna Mahatmya Sakti, talking about the characters and qualities of the divine. In Islamic tradition, this is given more prominence. Just sing the glory of God, the characters of the divine, of Allah. Also in the Hindu tradition, there is all this Sahasranam, repeating 1000 names of Goddess, 1000 names of God. Not to praise God or Goddess, it is to enliven, to rejoice those qualities. It's an expression of love. When you love somebody, you would like to praise them. You like to think about their wonderful qualities, isn't it? This is sign of love. You can't say so and so's very good, but the moment you say but, that's it. The love is already diminished. Love knows no buts and ifs. It simply extols quality, praising the quality of the divine. When a child is born in the house, see how the parents and grandparents, they talk about it. Ask any mother how she praises her son or daughter. Ask any beloved, anyone who is in love with someone, how they think they are wonderful and great. Guna Mahatmya Sakti. Talking about the glory of different qualities of the divine, singing them, Rupa Sakti, the second type of love, is interested in the forms of the divinity. It's one divine which is formless, but seeing him in all the forms. Seeing him or her or it in all the forms. God is present in a tree, in the leaf, in the sky, in the sun, in the moon. Every form on this planet that reminds you divinity, that is interested in rupas. You can see this in teenagers' rooms. They love their hero or heroine and they put their picture all over the walls, everywhere, different forms of them, in different poses, with a torn pant, in all forms. Form captivates you. It arrests the mind. You can relate with form, you can't relate with formlessness. Especially for children, especially for those who are not that mature. They need form to relate. The ancient rishis knew this. In the Hindu tradition, they created as many forms as you want. So there are a million forms. Hmm. Million forms. They create 3,300 million forms. You choose whatever form you want. But see that one in all the forms. Like you like to dress differently on different days, different occasions. You don't like to dress the same dress like a policeman or a military personnel. You would like to change your dress. Like many people are interested in the fashion show. And fashion changes all the time. It keeps changing the fashion. That's why it's called fashion. It's not something that keeps changing. This universe is filled with forms, colors, variety, and everything will remind you of your beloved. A poet from Tamil Nadu, India, sang, said, when he sees a crow, he says, I remember your color, O Krishna. A crow reminds me of your color, because you are dark. Krishna was dark. He said, when I see the blue sky, I remember your eyes. When I see the leaves, it reminds me of you, of your softness. And a flower reminds me of your nature. Everything in the creation reminds me. Poets sing in many ways. They describe in every form, I see you, I see you. See the moon reminds me of you and you only. But moon is not as beautiful as you are. Moon has some patches in it. You don't. Rupa Sakti, taking an interest in the forms. In Sanskrit literature, there is a lot of description about how the Mother Divine is, how her waist is, how her face is, how her breast is. Her whole form is described in so many words. And adoring the form, lust disappears. You know, lust is what? Getting stuck in a form, in a part of the body. Lust is aggression, but surrender is submission. So when describe different parts of the divine, seeing the divinity in all the parts of the body, that God dwells in each part of your body. So the puja, in the tradition, they say, okay, let God be present in each part of my body. Start from genitals. Let Brahma be present in my genitals. Let Vishnu be present in my stomach, in my heart, in my hands. Let Ashwini be present in my ears. Let it place different divinity in all over your body. Divinize your whole body. Vishnu present in my legs. Hara, Shiva be present in my arms. Hridaye Shiva Tishtat. Let Shiva stay in my heart. Let Vasu stay in my throat. The god of air stay in my nostrils. So that each part of the body is considered sacred. It's called Anga Puja, adoring the forms. So when you adore all the forms in this creation, from an ant to an elephant, you will not be aggressive. You don't want to possess things and be an aggressor. Rather, you honor the creation. You honor the earth. You will honor the environment. In nature, all the animals honor the environment. They don't pollute the environment as much as human beings do. Guna Mahatmya Sakti, Rupa Sakti, Puja Sakti. Puja, word is so beautiful. Puja means that which is born out of fullness. Pu means fullness, Ja means born out of fullness. When you feel so full, what do? That act is puja. When you feel so grateful, what do? Tears roll down your eyes. You come and give a flower. Whatever you have, little bit, you make an offering. That offering is puja. You want to give, you want to offer, you want to be part of it. Puja Sakti. Then you imitate what nature does to you. Nature is doing your puja. God is doing your puja. He is pouring water on you as rain. And the nature brings fruits to you, rice to you, wheat to you, flowers to you. And the nature takes sun and moon and moves around you. Nature does the arti too. God does arti too. A replica of that doing as a gesture of gratitude. It's called puja. You do what nature does to you. Nature loves you, you reciprocate that love. So in the Indian tradition, this is Aarti is a very common phenomenon. Any guests come home or any function happens, an Aarti happens. Aarti means a light lamp and make it go round the person. It's called Aarti means the total ecstasy. Total ecstasy. Rati means pleasure. Aarti means total pleasure. What is the total pleasure? When there is no darkness anywhere around you. So a lit lamp, an oil lamp or a ghee lamp or a camphor taken around like that. Let there be no darkness anywhere around you. Inside you is not possible because you are light. Even around you there should be no dark. And it also has another meaning. Let this light of my life, let it circle around you. Let it not move away, stray away from you. Let it be around. Life is like a flame. You light a flame and turn it upside down, still the flame will go up. Flame will never go down. I wish that let our life energy move always upward and around you. Saying this, an aarti is done, a puja is done. Sacred feeling, honoring is puja. Puja Sakti, Smarana Sakti. Then some people would like to remember more. Just remembering. You don't need any action to love somebody. Just a memory. That memory kindles. Remembering someone, you already feel full. Remembrance has no effort. There is no need for any objects thing. Isn't it? Do you need to remember someone looking at their picture? The other day I asked some of our people, why do you keep my picture? You can't you remember me without a picture? You need to look at a picture to remember me? Have I become that hopeless that you have to look at a picture in order to remember me? Memory, spontaneous, effortless. Because memory is a very deep impression. You don't need to keep 100 pictures of someone whom you love. Smarana Sakti. Just that memory will never leave. You wake up with the memory. And you go to bed with that memory. Remembering that event. Dasya Sakti. The fifth type of love is Dasya Sakti. Wanting to be a servant of divine. Wanting to be an instrument of divine. I just want to serve you. I just want to be with you. This urge to serve, to be with the divinity is called Dasya Sakti. Love manifests as a desire to serve. There is a difference between a servant and a slave. A slave is forced to serve. He is forced to surrender. A slave is one who has defeated himself. He has been defeated by somebody. Out of compulsion, he is there to serve. But a servant is one who willingly out of love, wants to be part of the Master, of the Divine, of, of that system. So the difference between service activity and a slavish activity. Spiritual path cannot make you a slave. It doesn't. But spiritual path can kindle that love in you which would propel you to do service. And when you do the service, you are serving at all places, at all time, to all people. It's not that I'm going to serve only here and not anywhere else. Oh, I can wash the cup of Guruji, but I don't wash anybody else's cup. This is not service. It's not dasya sakti, means willingness to serve. And that willingness to serve comes out of love, not out of compulsion, not out of pressure, not out of some external force or even temptation. Sometimes people serve so that they get something. Oh, we'll serve Guruji so that we can get some merit, we'll get a seat reserved up in the heaven. That type of service is business. You just serve because it is your nature. That is how your love wants to find expression. Love finds expression as dasya sakti, wanting to serve, or sakhya sakti, to be like a friend with the divine. They are two different things. Dasya sakti is servant, and sakhya sakti is being like a friend or a companion. They are very different. Sakhya sakti, seeing God as your close friend. Someone whom you can fight with, someone whom you can share all that you feel like sharing with. Someone whom you can dictate also sometimes and advise. I used to think if I have to advise God, I would advise him keep one eye here and one eye in the back. So that somebody doesn't have to turn all the way back and see. And also ears, you could have done that. Ears could have been here and with a lid down. So that you can know whether somebody is listening or not. When nobody is listening, when people are not listening, the ears will close. Listening, they'll open up. Much easier for the speaker, no? Otherwise one doesn't know. People are sitting, the mind is elsewhere. You can give many suggestions like that. Make God your friend. Sakhya Sakti, treating the divine as your friend. Sakhya Sakti, Vatsalya Sakti. Vatsalya is that mode of love in which you see God as a child. And today, in India, Krishna is worshipped as a Bala Krishna, as a child in many houses. Many people keep Krishna as a child, so they do all the things like what you do for a child. Put him in the cradle and, okay, Krishna, you sleep now. Tomorrow wake up, my dear. Treating God as one's own child. Because God is born out of you. First man is born from the stone, from the inner things. First human values, humanity will blossom, and from humanity only divinity will blossom. Man wakes up and then awakens the God within him. So God is really your child. Are you getting it? Must be shocking. So infant Jesus is also being worshipped in the West. Infant Jesus as a child. The love of Mary to Jesus was that of Vatsalya, of that affection. How Mary treated Jesus. How Yashoda treated Krishna. How every mother adores the child, expresses her love to the child. How every grandfather or a grandmother gets totally absorbed in watching their grandchildren play. They don't feel time at all, isn't it? They can spend the rest of their life just appreciating, playing with the children. They forget time, they forget everything. In the same way, treating God as a child. Vatsalya Sakti. Love expressing itself as Vatsalya. It's love for a kid, love for a child. Kanta Sakti, making divine your Valentine. Like you are wedded to God, as though you are married to God. How you care for your beloved. The love in you, when it finds such an expression, you find you care for this whole planet, whole universe. The spirit is the male and the matter is female. The spirit in you is wedded to the matter. The matter is wedded to the spirit. This Kanta Sakti, making divine your beloved, making divine your Valentine. Atma Nivedana Sakti. Atma Nivedana means dissolving the self. Myself is all in yours. Like the self dissolving in the ocean of existence. The I becoming ease. I am, this I am feeling dissolving into easiness. That is called Atma Nivedana Sakti. What usually happens in meditation? When you surrender, when you bow down and sit, meditate, what happens? You become all hollow and empty. There's nobody home. There's nobody there. That is Atma Nivedana. Offering the self. Feeling the self. I am who I am. I'm not the body, not the mind, but there is a feeling I am. And then this I is all yours. The individual I, individual self, dissolving the universal self. Atma Nivedana Sakti. Tanmayata Sakti. They are completely opposite. Atma Nivedana is the individual I dissolving into the universal I. Tanmayata Sakti is seeing the universal I in the individual I. Like a drop of water merging in the ocean is Atma Nivedana. Tanmaya is one drop of water has all the characteristics of the ocean in it. Seeing the ocean in a drop of water. We can also see this way. A river flowing into the ocean, merging, becoming one with the ocean. This is Atma Nivedana. Tanmayata Sakti is capturing the sun in a small mirror. Sun is so many thousands of miles away, so huge, so big, but a small mirror can contain that sun, can reflect that sun, and hold that sun fully, isn't it? Similarly, you become totally full of Him, getting absorbed in the feeling me and Him are one. He is within me, feeling the divinity within you. That is called Tanmayata Sakti, another form of love. Again, this form of love gets expressed in all relationships. If someone is accusing your beloved, you feel you are accused. If someone hurts your close relative or friend or someone whom you love very much, you feel you are being assaulted. Isn't it? Tanmayata, becoming one with it. Parama Viraha Sakti Rupa. Parama Viraha means extreme longing, unbearable longing for the divinity is also another expression of love. Crying out of longing for the divine. Unexplainable misery. You can't be so miserable unless you love something. And Arti is a very common phenomenon. Atmanivedana, offering the self, feeling the self. I am who I am. I'm not the body, not the mind, but there is a feeling I am. And then this I is all yours. The individual I, individual self, dissolving in the universal self. Atmanivedana Sakti. Total. But do you have the same craving for divine, for truth, for knowledge, for beauty? That intense craving is also expression of devotion. Parama Viraha Sakti Rupa Ekadha api ekadashadha bhavati. Though it is only one and it is expressed in these 11 different flavors. So whichever flavor is in you, or sometime all of them may be in you, then time to time they may all come up. It is still devotion. Recognize that this is devotion. Ityevam vadanti. Thus do they say, do they declare. Who? Jana jalpa nirbhayaha. Those who are fearless of other people's reactions. Those sages, those rishis who are fearless of what others will think of them. Ekamataha. Those who have a unanimous opinion. Bhaktyacharya, the masters of devotion, the teachers of devotion. Teachers of knowledge may have many different opinions, but people on the path of love have this unanimous opinion, same opinion. They may say it in different words, but their saying is same, their essence is same. The words may differ, but what they convey through words is the same. Janajalpa nirbhaya, ekamata. And who are they? Then they list all the rishis. Narada says, Kumara Vyasa, Sanat Kumara, Vyasa, Shuka, Shandilya, Garga, Vishnu, Kaundinya, Shesha, Uddhava, Aruni, Bali, Hanuman, Vibhishana, etc. Vibhishana and others. They all speak of the same. Bhakti Acharya. There are professors of knowledge. There are professors of meditation. But there are professors of love also. There are those who profess love. Bhakti Acharya. They are very special. Bhakti Acharya is special. You know why? Because they are unanimous. They sing, they speak the language of heart, which only unites. The intellect will analyze, but heart only synthesizes everything. Analysis divides you, but synthesis joins everything, all the fragmented pieces together. It makes you whole, so complete. All aspects are brought together. Ityevam vadanti janajalpa nirbhayaha ekamataha Kumara Vyasa Shuka Shandilya Garga Vishnu Kaundinya Shesha Varuna Bali Hanuman Vibhishana. Ityevam vadanti janajalpa nirbhayaha ekamataha Kumara Vyasa Shuka Shandilya Garga Vishnu Kaundinya Sheshodhava Aruni Bali Hanuman Vibhishanadayo Bhaktyacharya. So says Sanat Kumara, Vyasa, Shuka, Shandilya, Garga, Vishnu, Kaundinya, Shesha, Uddhava, Aruni, Bali, Hanuman and Vibhishana and others. Yaidam Narada Proktam Shivanushasnam Vishwasati Shraddhate Sabhaktiman Bhavati Sapreshtam Labhate Sapreshtam Labhate. He who believes and has faith in this exposition given out by Narada as taught by the Shiva principle, as it has come out from the depth of the being, the Lord Shiva, he gains the love of God and attains his objective and attains his beloved goal. One who believes in this, one who understands this, will rise high. There is no option. One who says, understand this Narada Sutras. Narada says it. One who understands this sutra said by me, I am not saying by my intellect. It is coming to me from divine, from Shiva, from Lord Shiva himself. The principle transcendence of divinity from deep within. Shivanushasana. It's this which is so benevolent to people, that has come out through me. And these sutras, one who holds on to, has believes into, for which Narada has been an instrument, will always rise higher in life, find their goal, so that assurance he gives, you are going to find. Said it all. And it's your own, because it is the voice of your soul. Love is the call of your soul, language of your soul.
Close your eyes, revise in your mind. What did he say today? What are the things that you'll follow? Today is the last day. So all these days, what did Narada say? What change happened in your life by listening to this? Just revise in your mind all the knowledge that you'll put in practical. Don't put it in practice, then what's the point? What are the 11 manifestation, 11 Shaktis Gurudev spoke about? One second. Okay. You may slowly open your eyes and also turn on your camera. But in all uh, past moments were lovely, so it's very difficult to forget. They might cause problem in the present. Essence of past is love. What you want is in what you want in present, also love. All activity is for love. Huh? So is your plans of future is to find love. If you don't feel one with everyone, then what's the point of life? Because that's the juice, that's the purpose of life, is love. Huh? Life moves towards love and it is born out of love. And the path itself is love. So, three, born of love, moves towards the love, that is path, and moves towards love is the goal, and path itself is love. Hmm? Source, path, goal, all three love. You need knowledge, action, and devotion in the present. You need knowledge, right? Otherwise, you don't know what action to do. You need knowledge, but also to act and devotion. Like you have this knowledge of Narad Das. Now you act as Seva, bringing registration. And then you need devotion to make that person actually register. So you need all these three things. Very important. Otherwise, what's the point, Gurudev says? Love is not only emotions, it's our very nature, very existence. That which is not, then Gurudev spoke about that what is not important makes other things important. Huh? So to keep other things as important, what is important? Not important. So not important is very important. Otherwise, important is not important. Divine love manifests in 11 colors, 11 flavors, 11 types, 11 Shaktis. What are those? Gun Mahatma Shakti. Like the grandparents can't stop praising about their grandchildren, praising the quality. Huh? Just remembering uplifts you. Hmm? No if, no but. Very important in love. No ifs, no buts. Huh? I had a client from Australia. In their office, it is fine. You will be fined if you use the word if or but. Cannot use. So no if, no but. There's a dialogue, na? No if, no but, only jut. Okay, then is Rupa Shakti. See him in every form, in every one. Even in the black crow, you see him. Huh? And then Gurudev says, because we're talking about body, the form, the roop. So adoring the part of the body or adoring the body, lust disappears. Lust is when you are stuck in some part of the body. Then aggression is also lust. Huh? But surrender is not lust. You surrender. See God in every part of the body. In every part of the body, you see that God. That is Rupa Shakti. In everyone, in every part of the body, you see that. Huh? Adore that part of the body. Then lust disappears. We do that in advanced course. No? Keep doing advanced courses every 6 months. Okay, then Puja Shakti. Any action done with gratitude is Puja Shakti. Born out of uh, Purnata. Completeness is Puja Shakti. When you feel no lack, and then when you do in gratitude, there is Puja Shakti. Puna Janam. That is again and again born is Puja Shakti. You have to grateful again and again. Then is Smarna Shakti. In this, no action is needed. Just the memory of it is enough. Hmm? Then Dasya Shakti. Huh? At your service. Love manifests as a desire to serve, willingly serve, not forcefully. Huh? Comes out of love. Huh? Huh? Out of compassion and not out of temptation. If I do this for you, then I'll get this. Like you read Hanuman Chalisa at the end, it says because you read Hanuman Chalisa, you'll get this, and that's why you read. No, you read because it's in your heart. You can't stop. Like the grandparents can't stop. So, or any aunties, devotees of you go in Bangalore ashram, all these aunties, you cannot make them shut up. They'll be continually talking. Oh, Gurudev, look like me, and all this forwards and all discussions. You cannot stop. That is, hmm. Dasya Shakti is done. After Dasya Shakti, where am I? Puja Shakti is done. Smarna Shakti is done. Dasya Shakti is done. At your service is Dasya Shakti. You go out. My life purpose is to do your action. My life purpose is to serve that, to bring people, more and more people in the knowledge. That is Dasya Shakti. Then is Sakhya Shakti. See, in Dasya Shakti, there is a little distance. Huh? Oh, owner and servant, the boss and the servant. There is a little distance. There is a little fear. But in Sakya Shakti, there is no fear, there is no distance. You share everything. Sometimes you even dictate things to the God, and sometimes you advise. So there is Sakya Shakti when you are equal. Huh? And then Vatsalya Shakti. And then when see, in Dasya Shakti, there is little fear, little distance. You want to get rid of it, then next step is Sakya Shakti. Friendliness, friends. Share everything, dictate things, advise everything. But in friends also there is complaint. Oh, Gurudev didn't see me. Oh, I did this prayer, but my prayer is not fulfilled. Blah blah blah. Complaints start. So what? Vatsalya Shakti. Look at God as a child, your child. Then there is no complaint. You don't complain to a child. You don't complain or you don't ask things from child. If you have a tiny baby at your home, do you go with a long list? Okay, you bring milk from me. You go in the market. You bring this for me. This I want. All these, and do you put that list in his hand? No, right? No, we don't do that with kids. So Vatsalya Shakti, no complaints remain if you look at God as a child. See, then Gurudev's explained now. First, you are in inertia, then you wake up, then humanity awakens. Once you are human, your love, your compassion, then you wake up the divine in you. So inertia, humanity, and then God. So God is the child of human, right? Then is Kanta Shakti, divine as your Valentine, beloved, partner. It's like Shiv Shakti, matter and spirit coming together, hmm? Like marriage. Then Atma Nivedana, that is totally dissolving in it, like the wave dissolving in the ocean or the river merging in the ocean, totally becoming that ocean. Huh? Not the I is lost here. I dissolves into is. There is no I. There is no I. That is Atma Nivedana Shakti. And Tanmayata Shakti is to identify yourself as divine, to identify yourself as His. So the difference is in that you dissolves totally in divinity and you become divine. Here you see divine in yourself. It's like seeing the ocean in the drop. If you have a drop of water of the ocean, you can see the whole characteristic and everything of the ocean. Huh? Like Gurudev said, in a small mirror, the whole sun is captured like that. To see the sun in the small mirror, that is Tanmayata Shakti, to identify yourself with Him. If you go somewhere and somebody says, "Who are you?" and you say, "I am Sri Ravita Shankar's devotee." Who are you? Then you identify yourself. No, people do identify ourselves us as Art of Living. We go do something and then say, in Art of Living they teach you this only. So they started identify us with Art of Living. That identifying yourself with Him, that is Tanmaya Shakti. Ah. And we do. Gurudev gave very nice example. If somebody hurts your beloved, you feel hurt. Why? Because you see them in you. You see them as a part of you. That is Tanmaya Shakti, to identify yourselves with them. If your kids fail in some subject, you feel, oh, I failed. Why? Because you identify with your kid. Then the last one is Param Viraha, unbearable longing, unexplainable misery, intense craving. Huh? Longing is the right word, I'll say. Other words are, because if there is unbearable longing, there will of course be misery. There will be, might be craving. Oh, I want to see Guru Dev, or I want to see Krishna, or whatever. So yes, Gyani is Bahumata. Gyani may have many beliefs. This will happen this way, that, this. Huh? Gyani will say, if you want money, you go pray to Vishnu God, or you prayed for Lakshmi Devi, pray to Lakshmi Devi. If you want to become bodybuilder, you go to Hanuman. If you want this, Shivji. So he might keep changing it. But Bhakt Ek Mata, it's just one month, one opinion, one thing, one belief. Enough. Intellect analyzes, and heart synthesizes. You see in Ganpati, Ganpati has big head, so big brain. So he is Vahan, the transportation is a mouse. Why mouse? Mouse analyzes. It makes tiny bits of anything. It keeps biting, 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 and makes everything tiny. So it analyzes. Huh? the intellect analyzes, makes small parts. Okay, this, then this, we divide to understand better. Otherwise, it looks like chaos. Heart heart brings everyone together, makes everything one whole. Hmm? Very important, last thing, but very important. Narada said this is not coming, all this knowledge, Narada Sutras, Bhakti Sutras are not coming out of me, my intellect. No, but it's coming from the Shiva. Huh? Love is the call of soul, love is the language of the soul. So it's not him who was saying, he's so one with the Shiv Tattva. There is the Shiv Tattva saying. Krishna also in Bhagavad Gita said the same thing, if you remember. Krishna said that it was not me, I was Shiv Maya when all this knowledge came. If anybody wants to say something, then they can say. Any questions or anything? Hello, Shubhangi ji. Chetan ji, Jai Gurudev. Hello, Aarti ji. Annapurni ji, Rekha ji, Dipti ji. हाँ. If you feel like saying something, you can say. If you feel like sharing something, you can share. On YouTube, people must be watching and saying, "Oh, nobody wants to share anything," and still he's asking, keep asking. So bad.
Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev. May I know your name?
Aarti.
Hi, Aarti ji.
Hi. Yeah.
हाँ.
Guruji said something about the divine qualities of the mother.
That was mother nature, correct? That every part of mother nature is defined, is adored, right?
Yeah.
Talking about that one.
Yeah.
So that you don't so then do the advanced course. In advanced course, they not only you, I'm saying it to everyone, somewhere or the others, because of so many births we've been doing sex again and again, so we have this very strong impression. First is food, second is sex. So once you do the advanced course, now the grip of the lust loosens up, and once the grip loosens up, only then you'll feel free. The freedom comes. That's why it's very important to get out of that grip. Sometimes we are sitting and talking negative inside the head, negative, and suddenly you wake up and say, oh, this all thing is mind stuff. It's not real, it's just my mind making up things. At that time, you don't you feel little that grip was loosened up, and then you feel little free, little lighter. So it's so important to keep doing advanced courses, keep doing part one, keep repeating part one, keep bringing people to part one. No seva, no progress. Seva, sadhana, satsang. If you want this knowledge to seep into you, then you need self-study, you need seva. Anyone missing and miss the train. So don't miss the train. Just do. Express your love in action.
Thank you.
Hi, Jairaj.
Jai Gurudev.
Okay, so we'll do a Jai Gurudev. We'll meditate. Then when we do Uddhav Gita, we'll meet. Then we do Bhagavad Gita. Then we meet. If you want to come for the part one course, please come repeat. Bring one person and you repeat for free. Yes. Sales offer.
When is your part
Okay.
one course?
On 9th.
What time?
6:30 to 8:30 evening IST.
Okay.
Indian Standard Time. Okay,
Thank you.
2000 is the donation. Okay, that's your Guru Dakshina, and it's mandatory. People who are thinking, oh, who will know? I will not bring. So you will know. Forget about who will know. You will know, and that is the biggest problem. Okay, so eyes closed. Take a normal deep breath in Breathing out, relax the neck, the shoulders, the whole back. Loosen them up. Take one more deep breath in. Breathing out, relax the face and complete body. Whatever is happening, let it happen. You just relax. Right this moment, nothing is important. Right this moment, you're very calm. Very peaceful, more and more relaxed, centered, and rested. Hold on to this silence within. Every breath out, relax more and more. Go deeper and deeper in the silence within. More and more centered you are. Relax even more, more and more you relax. Go deeper and deeper in the silence within. शांति की गहराई में उतरे, शांत हो जाए. You are the source of peace. You are the source of unconditional love, infinite patience, never ending happiness. You are the true bliss. You are good enough. Life is supporting you in every way possible. Become aware of your thoughts, your breath, your body, surroundings. Slowly you may come out. You may bring a little movement in your fingers, in your toes, in your neck, in your shoulders, on your waist. You can might twist a little, placing the palms on the eyes. If you feel complete, you may open. Jai Gurudev. So start working on your Guru Dakshina, that is bringing registration for the program, and we'll meet for maybe directly Bhagavad Gita or maybe for Uddhav Gita. We'll see how it works. Okay? But first, fulfill the Guru Dakshina for Narad Bhakti Sutras is mandatory. If you missed for Patanjali, then you bring two registration, three registration. Okay? How you feel? Jai Gurudev. But start talking. Jai Gurudev. Bye bye.